everyone, how you doing? Hope we're all good today. And Yuki, Barrel Goddess, Mori. Hey. Oh. Wow. I wasn't sure I was gonna be able to stream today, chat. You ever experience that thing where, like, somehow you get sick on your day off? And then you're like, I feel like I'm not gonna feel better tomorrow. And then you do feel better, so you're like, well, I gotta go to work. That's basically, what today and yesterday has been for me. I felt like shit yesterday. I wasn't sick. I had cramps and other such symptoms. And then, yeah, I seem to be better so far. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you what, being on, female hormones and experiencing period symptoms is still a crazy new experience for me, and it comes out different on different months. Like yesterday, I got all the symptoms at once, and usually it's spread out over a few days. So yeah, that was wild. Hi, Artisant. Welcome on in. Okay, let's see. Right. Today we are actually working on the Chibi model for the last time today. I can't say for certain it's going to be 100% ready by the end of today, but it'll be enough at the point where I don't need to stream it anymore. I could wrap it up off stream. So we're going to focus on like a lot of final setup type stuff. We're going to add colliders, and like tweak some things like some blend shapes and stuff that I wasn't entirely happy with. Maybe add some proper highlights to the hair, stuff like that. So it's going to be a very like technical setup kind of day. Which works for me because then I can dart around and let my ADHD go wild. Okay, let's just switch on over there. We're on window. Here we go. So let's start with some colliders. Here in the spring bone group. Open up the collider section. Start with the head and work our way down. It's funny, usually these spawn in too big, but the head's so big it's almost fine. Let's see, show in front so we can see what we're doing. Hmm. Mm. And at least I'm still thinking about that potential redesign you're working with Froggy on. Renetta, hi, welcome on in. Thank you for the catnip tea. Oh. Renetta's another one that should have triggered the auto shout out. Hold on. Details. Doesn't have the custom role. Have I never shouted you out before? Oh wait, I probably should have maintained both lists. Hold on, let me check something. I've redone. No, that's still right to file. I'll have to figure out what's going on there. Oh wait, I bet I just broke it when I tried to fix it. Hold on, let me check this. Auto shout out, conditional effects. Oh yeah, we don't want it to pass all of that. We want it to. This needs to be an or, not an. Okay, we'll take that off and we'll just work on getting everyone the role in the bot. Oh wait, no. Whatever, I'll fix it later. How am I? I'm doing alright. I had a pretty rough day yesterday, but I'm feeling better today. Fuck it, you'll fix it plus. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Extra soothing. Would that be catnip tea with honey in it? How's Penny's stream going? I was lurking earlier. Saw you in there. Honey and chamomile. Yes! Good. I'm glad. You're always there. You do love that woman, even though sometimes she's a goober. And sometimes you love her because she's a goober. Right? She can be very funny. Yeah. exactly. Okay, that looks a little better. Okay, back to colliders. I just noticed the collar was like weirdly clipping into itself. Probably do not need a neck collider. But I'll add one anyway. I'm looking forward to getting this commission done today. So I want to move on to the next one, which I'm spacing on who's next at the moment. Copy! Hi, love. How you doing? Who am I working with next? I gotta check now. Oh, right. Lily Cat. Okay. I'm gonna be doing another cat model after this. So many cat girls. Copy is indeed cute. Never forget, chat. Copy cute. Kirby has gone home. So you're understandably sad, but you had a wonderful time with her. I'm glad she got to visit. That's wonderful. Mm-hmm. Alright, let's do hand colliders as well. And those can interact with the hair. It's okay, your next model will be the exact opposite of basic. So true. You're gonna have to wait a while, though. I'm still booked out till the end of year. Probably gonna be doing Cherry's model before I do yours. Wally, hi! Good to see you here.
Pat.
How you doing, old friend? Okay, I gotta apply the correct colliders. Let's see. Hands. And chest. Right, I didn't think about how those need not apply. Tailbone. You're here, but you're sick. You got a stuffy nose, headache, and a few hours of sleep. Oh no. Sorry to have it. Sorry to hear you're having a bad time. Hi, Meowly. Okay. I would let her ears interact with the hands, but I don't think her hands can reach her ears. Hey, just lurking? Well, thank you for swinging by and lurking. Appreciate it. Oh, should I have bones for the bows so that they can wiggle a little bit? Probably not necessary. They can move with the hair. Okay, collider setup is pretty simple. Already done with that, I think. There's a few other things. Gotta make a shade key to hide the glasses. Yeah, I don't think she can reach. Ah. Yippee. Same. Let's all take a nap. Alright, blend shape to hide the glasses is done. Just add it here. Yeah, definitely. You're currently laying on the carpet floor because it's comfy and you don't want to move. I'm so jealous. I have not seen carpet flooring since I moved away from my homestay. Everyone puts in wood flooring now, and I'm like, this is so much more annoying to clean. I used to be able to just take a good vacuum cleaner and suck everything up, but now it's like balls of hair in the corners of the floor and dirt and grime everywhere, and I'm like, ah. Plus, you can't lay on the floor comfortably. I miss laying on the floor. Floor time's important. Gotta get my yoga mat out now. The design's not very human. Okay. Colliders and toggle setup. Now, one of the expressions was missing from my toggles. Ah, here we go. Fun. That's the one. Okay, got that in there. You know, your old house had hardwood floors, but on occasion, cold wood floors feel nice to lay on too. Not for me. I'm not able to do that, really. You miss floor time? Yeah, me too. I want to get like an area rug for the living room eventually, but they're kind of expensive. To get a decent size one to cover the area, it's like a few $100s. How long does it normally take me to create an animation? I don't do animations, actually. Mia, hi. But if you mean making a model, a couple of months. Yeah, the rigging I'm doing here is specifically just for tracking. Okay, one other thing I wanted to do is duplicate the body. And we're gonna have a version that has hidden parts so they don't clip. Because if I recall correctly, she's not planning on doing edits herself, so we can just delete these parts of the mesh. Why did... Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, hi, welcome in. Wow, you called me cute. I can't believe this. Well, two can play at that game. And get called cute. Alright, let's do an export like this and see what else we want to work on today. It's awesome. Think how many types of modelers there are. You got your base modelers, your animators, prop guys, clothing guys. So many people with different specialties with model making. Yeah, and I have to wear a lot of those hats. I don't know everything, but I'm definitely multiple roles in a pipeline. Mm-mm. Yeah, everybody gain up on Val and call her cute. Also, Mia's cute. Very true, Coffee. Looks like you're done with work early today. Nice. Okay. Load this model up for testing. Okay. Hmm. Change the arm angle. I need less arm tracking for it. I definitely feel like this model would benefit from less advanced tracking. There we go. Have my arms away from the dress. Real cute cat girl hours. Why am I freezing? What happened? Oh, it was the head pad. Chat, what do you think of the expressions? Are they good? Do they need work? Oh, we haven't done the eyes yet. The eyes don't dilate. They don't even have eye jiggle. That's what I was gonna work on. Okay. I knew there was something big I still needed to do. Oop, wrong button. Let me switch back to me real quick. Okay. Time to fix the eyes. Hi, Palm Paradise. Paradise. Paradox. I'm sorry, I can't speak. Alright, let's see if we can get this right. Hide the rig. Thank you for the tea sip, Olivia. Welcome in. You can be a paradise. My brain just says words. I really don't have control over it. Okay, these are practically the same, so I'm gonna merge them. And then...
Path.
The eye shinies are the only thing that are different, because they're non-symmetrical. Why am I being jailed? Lilo cute. 4 shards in a stream. I have no idea. They're abusing the 3 slots in the jail command. Okay, I do have to apply the mirror anyway if I'm gonna add blend shapes to this. So we'll do that, then we'll just join this. Now the eyes are eyes. That's it. Okay. That's the basis. What did I do? I don't know. I'm innocent. I've never done anything. Using the jail as a shark cloning device. You wouldn't want more than 1 char. Stop, I violated the law. I should probably adjust the iris first. Or pupil, rather. You would like several chars, yes. Imagine the speed of model work you could do if there were several of you. You know what, that's a fair point. I was saying the other day I need to start hiring people to help me. I'm anything but innocent. Whatever happened to be gay, do crimes. Let's see here. Pupil X. Like having a clone of yourself would allow you to work 24/7 and sleep 24/7. I don't know if that math lines up with just one clone. I think I'd need 2 clones. Sure, just not admitting her gay crimes on stream. Who says I do gay crimes? No one here would support these claims, I'm sure. Let's see, I want that smaller. Okay. There, now it's like cat eyes. Someone mentioned gay crimes. Hi, Arnie, welcome on in. Don't worry, you'll help me do gay crimes. Ayo. 3 times the Shard, 3 times the cute. Oh, she's guilty of 100 gay crimes. Oh my goodness. Yarny cute. Everyone call Yarny cute. She really likes it, I'm pretty sure. Wait. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I had a pretty rough day yesterday, but I'm feeling better. How you doing, Yarny? start any good fires lately? Y'all cannot contain you. We'll see. Actually, that's probably true. Probably melt the bars or something like that. Wait, who's not trying to claim innocence? Naturally, you're always guilty. Let's go. She just owns it. Chew through the bars. I can't even be mad. Okay. These ones. Oh, right. Those won't mirror. Got that. Up. And the shine. Why? Okay, that'll be good for the eye wobble. Let's get those into their own blend shape proxies and also into the expressions. Let's do the expressions first. So joy. Definitely a wider iris, I think. Yeah. Maybe same for the shinies. It's amazing how much having the eyes actually move with expressions changes things. Damn, she escaped. Oh no. Aaron's gone forever now. Off to do more crimes. thingy. Alright, what we do here with the eyes is gonna drastically change how this looks. I think we want the iris to be smaller. Maybe not that small. She's laughing maniacally. She's done another crime. My bones hurt. Ow. Thank you for the break. Now, what if she had slit eyes? Instead. Oops. Thank you for the heart copy. It's kind of cute. I kind of like that, honestly. Dark of the night, I know that we'll be alright. Out of the universe of positivity, I'll play on the sky. You and I. Up, up, up. Alright, the sorrow. Guess the iris should also widen here. Sad. And then fun. Okay. Last one is surprise. Hmm. Okay. Now I gotta figure out which ones I use for the eye jiggles. Because I don't need all 9 of them. I know that much. It's like 6 of them. I look at my Vinyang settings. Let's see. Pupil small and X. Iris X and Y. Shine X and Y. Okay. So basically all the pupils, and then the XY for the other 2. Oh, it's break time. Okay, chat. I'm gonna go take a 10-minute break. When we come back, I will finish applying these eye blend shapes for the eye dilation and the wobble and everything. And we'll give her another test with more expressive eyes. See you all in about 10 minutes. Okay, we're back. Thank you for the heart.
Pat, pat, pat.
Oh, thank you for the head pats. Hmm. Copy cute. Starlight cute. Yuki cute. Okay. Got those set up. Let's export again. Alright, look at the eyes, chat. Got that eye wobble when I blink. The amount of eye slit when I'm angry is not the same as what I saw. Pupil's definitely too big there. Sad. Surprise. It's pretty good. Hi, Connie. Okay, we need to make a few minor adjustments. And then I'd say this is pretty good. Let's see here. Angry. Pupils. I also need the pupils to be small. Part of the issue here. How's the chibi going? As you can see, it's basically almost finished. I'm testing out different things right now and trying to polish it up to get it usable. Yeah, the eye jiggles. I find that to be an important detail. Every time I blink. Might need to adjust it a little bit, but I think the blinks themselves could be a little different. I don't know. Maybe they're fine. You love it? So detailed, thank you. I put all the effort I can into these models. I feel like I'm lacking a little bit of hair on the sides, so you can peek through right to the side of the head. Also, when I tilt my head, the hair can go through the dress. I should fix that. When did I do those? You have to look at the VODs. When did I do what? The eyes? I modeled the eyes day one, because I like to start with the eyes. And I did the blend shapes for the eye wobble just now. Oh, I see some clipping there with the blink and the eye shiny. Let me see if I can fix that. Yeah, the jiggle, so the setup is in VNyan, and I have my own setup for it that I use for all my models, and then I just hand it over to my client. It operates off the pendulums in VNyan. And I just need to make the blend shapes for it. That's all it takes, really. Okay. Let's see if we can move these back a bit. Well, if I do that for all of them, then it's clipping. Just this one, I guess. Yeah, a lot of knowledge goes into all of this. Okay. That should help. And when it comes to the blinking, we shouldn't see so much clipping. Let's add an outline to the ears. VNyan both uses, it can use VRM, which is how I use it. But it's recommended to use something like a VSM, or no, VSF avatar. Those are made and put together in Unity, so I don't do those. But those are recommended because then you can like swap out outfits and stuff with Unity packages, and it's a lot faster. Maybe eventually I'll get into that, but I don't like Unity. So, you know. VRM is simpler, that's why I use it. Yeah, there's plenty of reasons not to like Unity. It's unfortunate that all of the popular tracking software out there for 3D is made with Unity. The only exception I can think of is Snick Studio. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna add an outline to the ears. You thought you had to go through Unity to use a VTuber? Nope, not directly. Technically, that is what your tracking software is. But if you don't want to work in Unity yourself, you can do what I do and just make the VTuber in Blender. There's a plugin for it. You can export VRMs directly from Blender. Can I create assets in VNyan, or is it just used for tracking? Yes, you can make assets for VNyan using VNyan's SDK in Unity. That's why I don't do assets. There's currently no way to do VNyan assets outside of Unity. Hmm. Okay, let's see if I can smooth this out. What's wrong with Unity? I hate working in it. It's bloated and run by a company that seems to be making pretty poor business decisions. And I just think the user experience of using it is too frustrating. I'd much rather use Blender. Yeah, Snack Studio. I mentioned that earlier. Copy knows a lot about that. It's made by one of my mutuals, Kiri. Or Expired Popsicle, if you want to look her up. Hi, Taffy. Well, come on in. Oh, that's better. I did not consider how this would look with the outline. Everything's too close together. Okay. That's better. Yeah, Unity tried to change how they charge developers for using their engine. You forgot what it was, but it was so bad they backtracked after causing a bunch of devs to drop the engine for their next gen game. Yeah, exactly. That's one of the questionable things that they've done. What am I working on? I'm polishing up this model to get it finished and delivered to the client. I've made this Chibi model from scratch using only the reference you see in the background here. Currently, I'm touching up the ears because I forgot to give them an outline. And we're doing other such things like that. It's like little polishing things to make sure it's ready to go. It's pretty scummy, yeah. I never liked their payment model to begin with. So Unity's technically free until you make money with it. And then they started moving to something that would be even worse. Something like, oh, I think wasn't it that thing where they said you'd have to pay them based on how many sales you make of your game, rather than just buy a license. Downloads, yeah. Not even sales, just downloads. God, that's right. So you guys, VNyan isn't actually free. It's free to the users. It's not free to developers. As a developer, you gotta be aware of these things. Now, if you're just using Unity for personal use, you have nothing to worry about. But it's like when you get into actually... And VNyan's not even sold. And they didn't do the download thing. They backtracked on that. But, like, yeah. It's just... The whole program gives me icky vibes, so I avoid it. Blender here is open source, community-driven, and developed by people who are passionate about 3D modeling. That's the other thing, too. I am a 3D modeler, and I'm an expert in this program. So I'd rather just work here than in a game engine. People compare Unity and Blender when it comes to VTubing, but Unity is a whole game engine that puts assets together. Blender is 3D software made for modeling and animating. They're two different things. So I'm very direct with my approach. Blender is free, yes. It's free and will always be free because it was made to be open source and, you know, community driven and all that. You can support Blender if you want to. In fact, I've given donations to the Blender Foundation in the past, but it's completely unnecessary. Yeah, I remember the Blender game engine. They removed that eventually. You can support Blender even more by making RPs. RPs, what do you mean? Okay, we got the eyes, we got the ears. Pull requests. Yes. Technical coding things that I've never been smart enough to figure out. Alright, I'm gonna export this again. We'll see what else we can see. What does a pull request mean? I know it's a very common thing in group made. programming projects. I've never actually quite understood that term. All right, switching back to the model. Okay, when I blink, how's it look? There's still some kind of clipping there. Yeah, iris is clipping through the eyelid. I'll have to adjust that a little bit more. The ears are looking pretty good. Hold on, I need a toggle to turn off the glasses. Where would that be? Glasses. Hotkey. Blend shape. Hide glasses. There we go. I should really give her a blush too. Shouldn't pay for a blush, but she certainly would look good with one. A pull request. It's a request to pull changes you've made from your work or from your fork copy to another repository, often the main one. Some sites also call it a merge request. So request to merge changes into their code base, probably a little easier to understand. I see. So it's like, so I take it with open source projects, what you normally do is you make your own fork, you play around with it, you develop it on your own, and then you're like, I think this feature can contribute to the main project. And then that's when you do a pull request. Am I understanding that correctly? So cute. Thank you, Starlight. I'm glad you like it. Okay, got it. Yeah. All right. Today I learned. Yeah, because I've heard that term a lot, but I never really understood what it meant. What do you think, chat? Do you see anything else on this model that needs done? I mean, I do need to redo the tail texture because it's kind of blurry and messy. It's also done to fix bugs. Makes sense. I think we're pretty well done with this. Whee. And add them. In your own professional non-experience, it looks perfect. I'm glad you think so. Wait, can I brush my hair with the hands? Yes, yes I can. Okay, that works. Yay. When you're working alone on a project, usually you just push the changes to your repository directly. Okay. I think I'm pretty... Wrong button. I think I'm pretty satisfied with, where we're at, honestly. Let me go ahead and double check the, requested features, make sure I'm not missing anything. Go to my VGen and see what the client requested. You're satisfied too. Your love is always lovely to look at. The hair we're going to the into the body. Is that... Oh, true. I should adjust the colliders to try to avoid that. Thank you for pointing that out, Connie. Alright, let me look at the... That's right. There were really no specifics added to the, we might have covered stuff in DMs, but this is a very straightforward model. Okay. Let's fix the colliders down here. See if I can... If I make this bigger... Or should I just... make multiple? I could probably make it bigger. I don't want blend shapes, I want spring bones. Okay, hips. Lower this down a bit. Okay, that should work. If I go to the hair, make sure I add the hips onto the, let's see, hand, chest, neck, hips. There we go. Wait, we should probably add the spine too. Thank you for the T-step. Server Demon, thank you for switching me over to charcoal. Okay. Now the hair should collide with the extra large hip bone. So we'll see if that fixes things. Yay, villainous Char returns. That's me. Hmm.
Pet pet pet.
My arms are very A pose right now. Right, you are. I have them set to be more out so that the Chibi model arms aren't clipping through the chest. Just ignore it. I'm A posing for dominance. Lulu cute. Lulu did nothing wrong. She made my boobs bigger. You might have missed it. I still need a sound effect with that redeem. Dominant stream. Hell yeah. Again, she did nothing wrong. A pose for dominance. Let's go. Bigger what? Nothing. Don't worry about it. Sparky, hi. Welcome on in. Oh? Who's the compliment for, Lulu? You want a compliment? I can do that, love. Lulu. You're really such a sweetie. And it's plain for everyone to see. You are recognized far and wide for being so cute and so supportive and so safe. Look how quickly new people in your life flock to your side because you make them feel like you're like the safest person ever. I'm so proud of you, Lulu. Keep being yourself. You'll have to make some contacts. Okay, we got the model exported again. Faye is melting right now. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Thank you for the head pats. What? It was... What is that message? What? Trans rap? I get it. Oh, that's funny. Okay. I exported it, right? Let's see. Pretty sure I did. Unless I didn't. Oh, I think I did. You can see the hair like bouncing off of the colliders now. Still clipping a little bit, but funny things will happen when you crouch down like that. And of course the knees clip through too. But that's a notoriously difficult thing to deal with. And I'm going to ignore it, because this dress is so poofy that you're never really going to see that. Yeah. Okay, I'm debating adding a little more hair on the sides. Like on the underneath layer. And then I think we might be able to call this done at that point. So what I'm gonna do oh wait, I need to go back to charcoal because that's who was selected. 1 second. I don't have an easy hotkey for her. Okay, there we go. Alright, so like I said, what I'm gonna do, because I'm lazy, I'm gonna duplicate these pieces, make them smaller, find out where I want to position them. And delete the tops of them, because we don't need that. There we go. See how that easily adds like a little more depth? Candy horns? Wow. These are covered in magma. They're burnt to a crisp. They're burnt to charcoal. Charcoal. They're not candy horns. Just a little spicy. Oh my goodness. Love the ween shrink. Yeah. Can't have big weens. It'll get in the way of the whole screen, see? Yeah, that's the joke. I pronounce it charcoal, because Char is my name. But she's basically charcoal. This was the first variant of my model I made. Fun fact. Then it was the ice one. And then finally the Cherry Blossom, aka Cherry Blossom. The ice one's called Charcoal, but it's just a play off of charcoal. When are we getting Char Gold? The Hulk model, right. Hi, Carly. Welcome on in. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? So that's where the whole Hulk thing came from, yes. my fourth variant of my model, I decided to do something a little different. I had seen some live 2D models with glass horns that had a liquid inside. I wanted to try that with 3D. I never could have imagined that chat would take hold of this, ow, and make it a big deal. So pretty, thank you. Appreciate you, ow. Horn water. Yes. That's better than calling it horn milk. I will take horn water. Ow. So many hearts. Horny water? No! That's somehow worse. Wait, no. It's not worse than horny milk. Let's not say that. Okay, I think placement of the hair here works. It's a little more depth now. And that should work with the physics I have built in already. We'll see though. I could copy one more. Keep it consistent. But I do want to divide between the arms here. Actually, I don't really need that because the arms will be down most of the time. We'll keep going. We'll just take this piece. You're gonna drink the horn milk. And you jailed yourself for that. Or no, you tried to jail me. Someone else jailed you. Thank you, Yuki. Milk is part of a balanced breakfast. Need to do boring chores, you'll be lurking? Okay. Milkshake brings all the girls to the yard. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's the crazy part. Okay. I like that, I think. Let's export with that extra hair in there and see how it looks. Wait, before I do. Why are you jailed? For Hilk-related crimes. It's an attempt to silence the truth. We have to talk about her horn milk more. No! Listen to the t-shirt. Hi, Banui Bun. Welcome on in. Don't mind my unruly chat. Ow. Thank you for the brick, Mia. Okay, let's see here. I'm the first person that ever pronounced your username correctly. Yeah, Banui Bun. We appreciate a good Banui over here. It looks a bit too pearlescent to be safe to consume. Yes, finally you get it. Look, my horns are basically the equivalent of a Tide Pod. If you eat this, you might die. Do you still want some? I've gained a follower for that. Thank you, I appreciate that. You might? Okay, wait, maybe that was a bad question to ask. Fuck you up with it. Oh my gosh. There's a chance you might win the wrong. Not stopping you for science. No, it's just a bad idea. Chat, I swear. Okay, wait. Chibi model exported. Whoa. I gotta love how that spawns in. Okay, here it is with the extra hair. Now, the pieces I added are gonna move with the pieces I copied them from. But that's okay. That's okay with everything except this one. I don't like how it sticks out here. Okay, I need to change the position of some of them a little bit. I don't like how I ended up. Yeah, hold on. Just a few changes. This one's distracting. It should be more up and out of the way. Thank you for the T-Sap. Oh yeah, ads. Right. Okay, chat. I'm gonna go on break. I'll be back probably before the 10 minutes. Not that one. Gotta be pink char. That's what was redeemed. There we go. Wait. Why did that not load? I should seriously put the model test thing on the timer, like the showcase redeems, so that it'll switch back to me. Okay. When my comms open up again, you totally need to commission me for you to fix it up your silly bunny. The last person who is fixing up your model for VTubing unfortunately couldn't finish the job and cannot afford an OG board. Interesting. Yeah, follow my VGen. You'll get notified when my commissions open up again. Unfortunately, I'm pretty swamped with requests right now, so it may be a little while. It could be up to a year. But keep an eye out. And that is including my edit jobs. In fact, I have more edit job requests than I do full custom requests. But thankfully I can get through them more quickly, so. Glad to hear it. Thank you. Yeah, I can handle a lot of situations, and that includes botched edit jobs. Sorry to hear the person wasn't able to finish it. It's always a bummer. Oh, oh my goodness. Well, yeah. That's what you meant by my brain did not process what you meant by the yeah, I sorry to hear that. Your model may be cursed. I hope not. Okay. That's a it's looking a little better, I think. not so disruptive of the original flow. Okay, while this is exporting, let me see if I can quickly change it so that when I switch to the model, it actually goes back to my current model on its own. That would be nice. Let's see. I would need it to set the model duration. And what is the other part? Right, that, right below it. Okay, that should work. Switch it over. Of course, I might want a custom model duration for that, but okay. Yeah, I like how the hair looks now. I think it's pretty decent. Oh right, we still need to address the slight clipping that happens at certain angles with the eye blink. I'm not seeing it right now. Oh, there it is. So when I'm kind of looking down, iris gets caught in the eyelid a little bit. I suppose what I could do, although I've had bad experience with this in the past, I could make the iris move back a little bit or shrink a little bit when it blinks. That could help things out. It's just difficult because I swear we already listened to this song. Skip it. Okay. First off, let me just, in general, bump the eyes back ever so slightly. And then with the blinks, the basis rather. Alright, that on its own might help. Can you tell me how VRM rigs are made and what goes into them? Sure, we can talk about that a little bit. The way they're made from scratch is exactly what I'm doing right now. I work in Blender, which is a common way to go about making them from scratch. There's a plugin for Blender that lets you do VRM stuff directly in it. I bypass Unity completely, though most tutorials will tell you to just use plain Blender and export your model, put it into Unity, and then do your VRM stuff there. I don't like that step. I think that's extra steps when you could just do it all from Blender. So I have this plugin. It's not perfect. There are a couple things it can't do, but it streamlines my workflow really well. So it can spawn in the armature with all the correct names. So all the bones that for the standard VRM skeleton, you can just spawn that in with this button and then map it to the model you made. And then you can add extra bones and give them physics with things like spring bones and stuff down here in this section. This is also how I edit existing VRMs. The plugin lets me import them, make adjustments, and then export them. Okay, what was I? Oh yeah, the eyes. If I adjust the blinks, I'm gonna have to do all 4 of them. But it might be worth it. Let's see here. Oh wait, it's a separate object though, so I actually can't do that. Not easily anyway. Unless I do it over here. This would be a non-destructive way to try it, so I'll try this. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I'm one of the only 3D artists, 3D VTuber artists I know of that skip Unity altogether. Now, granted, there's a couple things I can't give you when I do that, but it's okay. What I can give you is a quality model, and I think that's enough. Oh, right, they're not separate, so I can't... What I could do, select the eyes, make a couple new blend shapes. Okay, select the whole thing. We're just gonna go slightly smaller and slightly back. Maybe not that much. You hate Unity? You make avatars for VR chat, so you despise Unity? Yes, I tried making avatars for VR chat as well. In fact, some of the earliest clips on my channel were my 1.0 model being in VR chat. I hated it too. I hated it enough to do the research and figure out how I can completely eliminate Unity from my workflow. Unfortunately, that's one of the things I can't offer. When people commission me, they often ask, can I make their model work in VR chat too? My answer is always no. They can do that themselves. There's tools out there that assist you in converting your VRM into VRC, but I will not do it for them. I will not even advise them on it because I just get too frustrated with Unity. So yeah, that's one of my disclaimers when you do commission me. It's possible, but they have to figure it out themselves. Wait, what? Oh, I had the wrong one selected. That was silly of me. Wait, no. Okay, that can definitely work. All your homies hate Unity? Exactly. You just want the VTuber side, you'll be good. Excellent. Yeah. I certainly miss out on some business this way, but VTubing itself as a whole is way bigger than VR chat. VR chat's just a game at the end of the day. Now, it's a big platform, but VTubing encompasses any kind of stream. So that's what I focus on. Okay, this should help a lot with the clipping issue with the blinking. Because now the whole iris shrinks a little bit and moves back a little bit. Shouldn't clip with the eyelids so much anymore. If at all. Hopefully not at all. Let me grab a couple more things. Alright, just fixed up the weight painting there a little bit. Ha. Time to test the blinking again. Alright, chat, let me know when my eyes are closed. Do you see the iris clipping through at all? I think I got it pretty good. Does anyone feel unstoppable once they've had a shower? You feel like you have the power to make an entire bottle from scratch? I do feel more energized after a shower, yes. You don't see any evil clipping. Glad. That makes me happy. Means we're pretty much done with that. Yeah. Blep. Hmm. Yeah, the blep. Last thing I have to do is fix up the tail texture, which I think I'll do off stream. The expressions. I love how the expressions came out. Hmm. You're eating the expressions. Don't eat the expressions. The heck? Might fuck around and make an entirely new outfit for your model again. Nice. Benue, do you ever stream your creative stuff? Or are you even a streamer? Angry cat eyes, yes. Numb art. I'm told when you have the impulse to numb someone's art, that means it's really good art. Mm-mm. Okay, let's see. What else? What else? You occasionally do, but you don't tend to stream your creative stuff because no one watches it. You're a game streamer. Fair enough. I started out as a variety streamer myself. I'm working on bringing game streams back to my channel. For example, on Friday, I'm doing a collab playing some V-Rising with a couple of my partners. It's been fun getting into gaming again. Last year I pretty much went full force into this modeling stuff and it didn't really play any games at all. But yeah. Now I'm trying to find a little work-life balance again. To be fair though, this is my main job. I pretty much have to do the model streams. And I'm glad I do, because lots of people come in and learn from it. I like to be able to pass on my knowledge. Okay. I think we're pretty much gonna wrap up here. Because the last little touches I can work on off stream. But she's essentially ready to be handed over. So let's do a little recap, shall we? Oops. You may do some streaming of your creative stuff, but probably only the stuff you make from scratch, so you know you can't get banned if you accidentally show some diff. That is valid. Okay. Yeah, we're pretty much done. So chat, this has been the process of making this Chibi model for potentially an upcoming VTuber. I don't know. She hasn't really informed me of what her plans are with the model. But we got in here and we fixed a lot of blend shape issues that we were still having. We added more volume to the hair and also like added the eye wobble and stuff in. So pretty much that was the last thing we needed to do. Oh, and we added colliders. And now I'll be able to hand this over to the client. And next week, you'll probably see me starting on a new project. So look forward to that. Okay. Let's go, yeah. I'm excited about this one. It's partly because it was a Chibi model, but I got this one done in 10 streams. And I streamed twice a week, so it was only 5. This only took me 5 weeks, I think, technically. Maybe 6. Can't remember if I skipped a couple days on a couple weeks or not. So yeah, a month and a half starting from basically nothing. Oh, I'm wrapping up right now. That sets an exciting precedent though. Because I want to be able to get these models out faster. So the way I used to do it, I used to have like multiple commissions going at a time so that I could have some variety. And that helps with like my ADHD and just, you know, something different to look forward to on different days of the week. But this one, I wanted to test out how fast I could actually get a full custom done. Thank you for the burger. And apparently a month and a half. That's pretty good for, I mean, again, it is a Chibi model. So I guess the expectation for like a full model would be maybe 2 months at most. Speed running modeling. Yeah, exactly. And yeah. I think I'll keep doing it like this from now on, because that way when clients when they do pay, they don't have to wait quite so long. Okay. Let's find someone to raid out to. Who do we got up in the Dragon Council right now? Let's see. There's Cherryberry. We raided them last time though. There's Bianca. Fast Food Simulator. There's Lucy. Playing Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Yes. Check out that link right there. It'll tell you all you need to know about the Dragon Council. We're a stream team of Dragon VTubers. And in that link, you'll also find a link to the Discord server, which is open to everyone. So if you're a fan of dragons, please do check it out. There's more, there's Mori, who was here earlier. Let me see who I raided most recently. I got a little list here. We did raid Lucy recently, Mora recently, Mori. Let's raid Mori. We haven't raided her yet this month. And she's drawing, so from one art stream to another. I think that's a pretty good idea. All right. See you later. Thank you. I'll see you later. It's been nice talking to you.